Okay, now we're done sampling with the Lely shuttle. We want to wash it up really good and clean. So first of all, we can remove the cover, and we got to clean the outside of it. You see there's fly manure on here and cow splatter, which happens from time to time. We want to make sure we'll clean that up good. But first things first, what we want to do is we disconnect this hose here from the shuttle, which is attached to the spoon. The best thing, the most important thing to do is have a nice hot pail of water, or we could use a sink, is to take the spoon apart, set the whole thing in there, in the hot water. Then we'll want to remove this bottom piece, take the O-ring, put it back on. This way we limit the potential of losing it. And we got to get rid of all this rotten milk, so to speak, on here. And it's imperative that we keep this clean to help for spoiled samples down the road. So what we'll do is we'll actually just set that and let it kind of soak in that hot water while we do the rest. So the next thing we want to do is we'll remove the tray. We're going to want to wash that as well. We can kind of set it in the water too as a spot. We'll take our brush. We want to brush the whole thing, removing all the dirt, fly manure, milk, whatever it may be. We're going to want to scrub this up really good so it's nice and spotless and keeping everybody happy. The other thing we should have done off the start too is if we loosen this piece off here, we can actually remove that whole hook, and we'll take the whole milk line completely off as well. And it's really important with these shuttles that these elbows, this elbow here in particular, and the one on the spoon here, that they get really clean, because that's where we can get buildup of milk and stuff. So if we keep those sitting in that hot water, it's going to ensure that loosens up and makes it easier for us to clean down the road. So as we're doing that, we want to make sure we clean the rest of it up here, keeping the surface here clean, on top, all the sides, removing all the dirt, and up underneath here as well. This is important to scrub this really nice and clean, because this is where there's a lot of milk that can kind of get stuck up underneath here. Once we're done cleaning the whole thing, we want to scrub all this off as well, we'll go back to our spoon that's in the pail here. And what we have is, after we've scrubbed this as well, we want to pull the spoon out. And the best thing we can do is we have syringes, and those syringes are found back here where this one is. What we want to do is we can actually leave it sitting in the water, and take the syringe, put it on the back side, and if we suck it back through, we can actually plunge back and forth with our water, cleaning the line and that elbow and spoon. Next thing we want to do is we want to take the other one that's hooked up to this metal piece. If we leave it submerged in the water, we can do the same thing. We can remove this piece as well, put it back in the water, and do the exact same thing. And then we can flush it back and forth, getting a good amount of that rotten milk and whatnot out of there, ensuring it's really clean. Another thing we might want to do once we've done that is take our syringe and put some nice clean clear water that's got no soap in it and flush it through. Once we've done that, we want to kind of help let this drain a little bit. A good idea would be is to have it kind of sit kind of something like this, so it's going to drain down and out and get a lot of that water out. Same with the spoon. Once we've cleaned everything out, you can remove this ring in here, clean everything in there, flushed it back and forth. You kind of set it up with the hose down. That's going to help get that water draining out of there as well and make it nice and dry. So once you've done everything here with the shuttle and it's nice and clean, you can leave it sit for a while and let it dry. If you're a CSR, you can go to the office and do your paperwork while this is drying. Or if you're a producer, you can leave it sitting like this until the CSR shows up to retrieve it.